Hello, class. My name is Richard Aruda Senra, and my father was definitely the one who decided that my name was going to be Richard. My mother wanted Matthew to be my name, but my father didn't like Matt as a nickname because it reminded him of a floor mat. Ironically, years later, I picked up the nickname Dick, which many would say is much worse than floor mat. Aruda is my middle name, which is actually my mother's maiden name. She passed it down to me as many Portuguese families do with their children. And Senra is my last name, which, although both my parents are from the island of St. Michael, Portuguese territory, is traced back to Spain. I was born in the city of New Bedford, Massachusetts, and moved to Dartmouth, Mass. in elementary school, about second grade. I currently still live in Dartmouth in an apartment, and am in the process of buying a home in a neighboring town of Acushnet, Massachusetts. I'm taking my courses here at Post University in order to pursue a associate's degree in criminal justice to take advantage of the benefits I received while being in the military. As far as using computer goes, I've definitely been using computers for most of my life. I believe it was in third grade when my father came into the house with our first desktop. He purchased it used from a friend, and we made a desk out of adjustable hospital bed tables. One for the keyboard, one for the screen, and one for the printer and the tower. Since then, I've definitely been using online communications throughout my whole life, whether it be from playing video games and chatting it up on there, or video chatting with my wife from overseas. I don't believe that video chatting is the same as speaking with somebody face to face, even though we have almost all of the same available, facial features and verbal cues and tones as being right next to somebody. Personally, I haven't had too much experience with public speaking. Generally, I think of public speaking as large crowds, 50, maybe even more than that, all the way up to the hundreds. And generally, in my careers and my work fields, I've been down to groups of 2, 3, up to 12 or 20 at the most, really. Generally, it's talking about stuff that I'm comfortable with, so it's not too much of an issue because I feel confident in the topic that I am speaking of. I'm not exactly sure why, but public speaking does make me nervous, and it's probably just the thought of the crowds and what they think of me and how they think of my speech and my grammar and whether they think I sound smart or whether I sound dumb or foolish or things like that. Public speaking online seemed like it was going to be a lot easier than real public speaking, but it's still difficult. Even just talking to a camera, knowing that I can delete this or change it or just start from scratch, it's still a little nerve-wracking knowing that a large group of people are going to be looking at this and judging it and communicating on how I did on this assignment. Thanks for listening, and it was very nice to meet you all.